Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Welcome to another day, another live stream. Ooh, I can hear myself. That's welcome to another. Okay, now that's fixed. Classic issue. How do you guys think about this playlist? It's a little chill, you know. It's a little. But I don't know if it's what we need. I think we need to get hyped. What do you guys think? Hey, Aton, how you doing? Hi, Charlie. Hey, Fucky. How are you doing today? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to another day, another stream with me, your host. Charlie, I'm glad you like it. So, this right here is called Carl the Kraken. And we are working on Carl the Kraken. Me and Maxon. So Ellie and Chad and Dustin from Maxon and me, we get together every Monday on a series that is called the Demystifying Series Sculpt, Model, Render, and Composite. And we are working on Charlie the Kraken. So my job is to sculpt Charlie the Kraken. They have created an environment for Charlie the Kraken. Next Monday, tomorrow, they're going to light the environments and him. And then on the very last week, frankly, I don't know exactly what's going on that week. It's a little bit outside of my my zone. I think they're gonna add particles maybe, or like finish the final image. One or the other. But regardless, you know, we got our Kraken, and we gotta get Kraken, right? Because I'm so behind schedule. This is exactly what it looked like on Monday. So I have gone an entire week without working on Carl whatsoever. And I should probably do a little work on him because tomorrow we're doing the series again, week 3, and it would be nice to have a newer, better Carl, right? Otherwise, everybody will be disappointed. Most of me. It's probably just me. I would be the only one disappointed. I'm just projecting. You know? So, and you have some gardening to do, Charlie? Oh, okie dokie. Hi, Zach Ashton. I am having a nice Sunday. I woke up at like 1 p.m. today because I couldn't sleep last night properly. So I guess that's both a good thing and a bad thing. So I wanted to ask you about your model for production animation in Cinema 4D. Would you do UVs in Cinema or ZBrush for animation in Cinema 4D? Great question. So ZBrush does UVs. Specifically, it has a really good auto UV system. However, I don't really rely on auto UVs for final production things, so I would probably UV it somewhere else. I don't do a lot of Cinema 4D yet. I'm learning it little by little, and you know, have a really busy schedule, so I'm trying to fit it in. So that's what's going on as far as that. But yeah, I would UV the model somewhere else. How are you guys? Would you have to retopologize it in Cinema 4D? So you would probably want to retopologize it, yes. How about if you were to import in Cinema 4D for just the renders in Cinema 4D? Would you then do UVs in ZBrush? Yes. That's probably what I'm going to do for tomorrow. Okay, I'm actually going to get started with the process here. So what do you guys want to see today? Do you want to see me do, like, flesh out the body or the head? What do you guys want to see? I'm letting the audience choose today. Let me move my big ol' head out of the way. Like, it just feels like it's really in the middle of the screen, isn't it? Is that better? A bit of both, please. Okay. Alright, let's do a little bit of the head first then. So I'm going to try to speed through the process if I can, because I'm going to try to make brushes or something. Because like I'm when I say I'm behind, like I am like tragically, desperately behind. So, um, we're gonna do this thing. So we're just gonna add like bits everywhere. You know, everything's gonna get a bit, like little details that don't necessarily make too much sense but look good. What is the organic equivalence of like Nernies and Greebles? You guys even know what Nernies and Greebles? Body buddy. Actually, a lot of people voted body, so we'll just do a little bit of body that works. So I'm gonna just dynamesh this. I think I started it with Z-spheres, which is why it looks like this. Actually, I could probably continue it off with Z-spheres. There's just some parts that look a little funky. We're gonna just have to dynamesh it anyway so that it attaches the fingers, right? Look at the back feet. Like, we're just gonna ignore the situation that we currently have going on, you know? And we're going to kind of start dynameshing. Might be a little high, but oh, we'll make it work. A little smoothing to kind of get rid of those squares. My smoothing brush might be a little strong, so I'm just going to turn it down. Yeah. So this model will be mostly seen from the front, although I would like for it to look good from multiple angles. But the render that Ellie is currently planning is just showcasing kind of the front of the model. So we're going to take a lot of artistic liberties with the anatomy today. Like, you know, we're gonna break the rules probably a little bit, and that's gonna be exciting. Gnarlies and Greggles. Oh, then I'm tragically behind too. I have no excuses. It happens. Like, I honestly like, you know, I go between like, you know, we are human beings, you know, it's kind of unrealistic of us to expect ourselves to always be on 100, especially because unexpected things can happen in our lives, right? So how do we, but we have such unrealistic expectations so often. And, you know, it ends up with us torturing ourselves over something that sometimes isn't even a real shortcoming, you know? Um, it's just something that I'm always thinking about, I guess, um, like to what point are we just torturing ourselves for no reason? I see that a lot of discourse like on Twitter and stuff of like artists that feel like failures just because they didn't make any new art that week or that month for posting on the internet. And like you think about it, like back in the day, you know, artists used to make one art every 4 years or something, and everything was okay, and people still appreciate those arts. Could we perhaps be like flooding the market too much with all of our art and kind of making the audience less appreciative? It could be. Lots of things to think about. Would you explain a little of your sculpting techniques, like how you sculpt and your brush stroke to get the organic look and surface? So, sure. As I go, I'll make sure to mention all of that. But right now I'm just kind of using Damien Standard brush and playing around with some stuff. Kind of see what I like. I do like some holes or something along this shape. I make my Damien Standard brush nice and pointy so that I can kind of create more 3D form with it. And I like to use it inverted too, like a lot. A lot, a lot. People who do my work, my sculpting workshop know that like if I can, I'll just sculpt the whole thing with Damien Standard only. So I'm gonna go more like slug-like and abstract with this piece so that I can finish it sooner. Plus the tail's already pretty slug-like, right? So we'll see how fun that turns out. Like slinky skin everywhere. Maybe I can like bring more drama into that back situation here. If I want to, I can mask the slug skin here, invert, clean up, and then kind of like tuck the underneath skin in like this, clean it up. And then kind of just kind of keep going. Invert damage standard with a high focal shift. All you need for something like this. And then I'm just going in with not inverting it and just kind of highlighting some of these creases. Yeah. Thank you, Fotojournalista. What is this creature called? It looks like the creature mimics from the Edge of Tomorrow. Let me Google that. It's just an interpretation of the Kraken. Yeah, and I started my sculpting adventure not long ago and find your channel, like a few days ago. Struggling with hair for sure, but trying to learn. What kind of hair are you trying to do? Any hair? Okay, like, I mean, like, game ready hair, like, X-Gen type, fiber mesh, um, things like that. They're a kind of in thing would look good here. Oh, by the way, after the stream is over, I'm going to have a stream on my own personal channel, Anna Carolina Arts, and we're going to do a free portfolio review. So if you want to get your portfolio reviewed by me and Elise Everett, a hard surface modeler, prop artist who works on a bunch of like AAA games, then stop by that channel. I made my basic 4 and tried using clay build-up and demi standards, but that was not really how the results. I'm working on a course currently on how to make sculpted hair, but it's not done yet. I don't know if I like the second layer here. Squish it out. Glad you like my hair. I think when you export your model for cinema, it would export the low resolution. If so, how would you bring the details back? I don't think you would export the low resolution, would it? I think it would export whichever resolution you set it to, like to be there at the moment. For example, if you export FBX, it will literally just export whatever you had selected. adding some eyelids, I guess. Pretty important feature. I may not finish this, but by God, will it have eyelids? Yes, it will. Rough sculpting the area. Then getting the little backup eyes. Little squinty backup eyes. Kind of like the squinty eyes, so I'm gonna make these squinty too. Will you retopo this? It depends on what comes of it, so to speak. Very cool creature design. Any inspiration? So yes, octopus, squid, the kraken from what is that movie? The big movie with like the Olympus people. Rise of Olympus. I don't know. The one where they say release the kraken, and it's not even Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm also inspired by the Kraken character from Titanfall. No, that's exactly the wrong game. Freaking nailed it. Evolve. The Kraken from Evolve. Clash of Titans. Yes, that's the one. I didn't enter earlier. Can you tell me how you get that jaw, the open jaw blockout? So, you can actually watch me do this because I made this whole Kraken basically live on the Demystifying series on the Maxon Trainers channel. So the jaw was basically done during the stream. A lot of it wasn't, but I don't know. I'm not in love with this design, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It doesn't feel like my design, something that I really enjoy with my own aesthetic sensibilities. So I think one of the goals would be to try to bring it to something that I would really, really enjoy myself. We can try to do that. Just continuously flesh it out, And take off these spikes were just blockout spikes. Well, I mean, everything's really sketchy, but what is the sculpture you're most proud of? Oh, that's a really hard one. The sculpt I'm the most. Give me one sec. So the sculpt I'm the most proud of is my Furbolg that I made from my D&D campaign. And not only did I sculpt her out, I also I also made 51 blend shapes for her face so that she could have facial expressions and things like that. This was before MetaHuman and stuff. Made it really easy to do this, so it was really hard. It's a very strong song, strange song. You have a link to your ArtStation. So I'm gonna try using my commands. So if I type in Anna into the chat, oh, thank you, Fucky. It has my links. Let's do a little bit of kind of like fake zygomatic musculature here, like, create some tension. Fake tension. What this is all about. Everybody keeps suggesting that I do a little tongue on this character. What do you guys think? I almost feel like I can't even consider it because I've already got so much to do. I might have overscoped this one. His eye is getting special tentacles. We're gonna deal with it. You know, when I start giggling at my model is when I'm starting to feel it, so. Gonna bring this eyebrows more down with the move brush. And give the top eyes a little bit of a frowny too. Face is just becoming more spiky by the second. I think that's the new design prompt. Spike. Looks a metalhead queen. I wish I could real time just know what all these things are. Do you know if Maxon will give 740 discounts for ZBrush owner? I do not know anything about any of that. But I believe that most of the packages you can like buy to upgrade come with an F40, but yeah, I really can't say anything about that. Maybe like two little catfish whiskers down here. One funny thing about me is that, and I don't know if the other Brazilians in chat relate to this, but like when I was in Brazil and as a child, the struggle to buy video games was very real. Maybe because of my own financial situation, but like I remember I went to the store one time and I was really happy and I was gonna get Pokemon, right? Pokemon for the Game Boy. And um I was like, "Can I have Pokemon?" And they were like, "Sure." And I was like, "Can I have it in Portuguese?" And they were like, "Ha ha ha." They literally laughed at me like a small child. They laughed at me. Um they laughed at me for wanting a game in Portuguese. And so I had to get it in English, but I didn't speak any English. And I had to just, sort it out. And the thing about like Pokemon games is that they're intuitive. Thank God, right? So like you could understand them. Everybody gets the concept, I think. Um, but still, and so I never got to play a lot of games that I knew what the heck they were about. I never knew anything about the games that I was playing. I wasn't sure, like, um, all my American friends and like my colleagues, they're always talking about like these really old games that they played, and then they like think it's weird that I never played them, and I'm like, oh man, I was just trying to make it by. I don't think I could have played one of these more advanced games that had storylines and shit. Catfish Whiskers, a lot of them. Are you getting Pokemon Violet or Scarlet, whatever it's called? You should do a Pokemon Lunch Crunch event. What is Lunch Crunch events? Please explain. And yes, I would love to. I don't know, Violet or Scarlet. I never choose like the color. I just kind of pick whatever. But I last one I played was Sword and Shield. It was very good. It got me hooked for like a week only. I managed to pry myself off. Roblox Logic update their Z Classroom. They're always updating and they're always giving trainings, so just stay tuned. It sure is weird it wasn't out in Portuguese. Yeah, it wasn't. Not at the time, anyway. I don't know if I like these, like, ribs. I think I'm gonna consider getting rid of these little thingies here. And just making his head really dramatic. So let's go ahead and use some snake hook. Um, sorry, Sculptress to take this off. And just as a reminder while I do this, I'm just smoothing the Sculptress on, which kind of recedes the mesh. Come to my channel after the stream is done for a free portfolio review. Have you guys ever tried Sculptress Pro? It is the bee's knees, if I do say so myself. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this portion of the head really big. So I'm going to mask out the face because I want it to stay where it is. Maybe even soften it a bit. And let's try a few things. Ugh. Kind of like an octopus head. That. And then inflate the little tendrils here. Make them more dramatic. Bring the drama. Maybe a little spiral brush will do the trick. I say as I avoid the spiral brush. Spiral. He looks more regal now, right? Now that's a man who you don't want to mess with right here. Then I might thicken out the neck a little. I don't know. We'll leave the neck alone for now. What is this character? What is this character for? So this character is for a series I am doing with Maxon called the Mystify, Sculpt, Model, Render, Composite, and um, yeah, it's actually week 3. It's live. It's a live thing that happens every Monday at 12 p.m. Let me actually get the link for tomorrow for you guys. Wrong one. Okay, I'm gonna post a link for you guys in chats for you to come watch. So tomorrow we will be lighting this guy. Basically like designing him for an anime. Isn't that like, do you guys get anime vibes from this? I definitely am. Ah, thank you. I'm glad you like the arm tentacle. Do you create hard surface modeling too? Yes, but I don't necessarily enjoy doing it. Um, Big freaky eyeballs, squid eyes freak me out. Well, it was coined by Santa Monica Studios. Basically, they do quick 30-minute, 1-hour sketches during lunch, and the theme is different. One time it was superheroes, then it was Nintendo, and so on. Looks pretty fun. Oh, Lunch Crunch. Got it. Hey, Mohammed. You're getting a vibe? I hope it's a good vibe. Oh, anime vibe. Yes. I just hear like, where's the vibe coming from? This is what happens. I ask a question, I think about other things, and the next thing you know, people are answering the question, and I'm like, what are you guys talking about? I don't know if I like these tentacles anymore. We're gonna leave them for now, though. I get Cthulhu vibes from you every stream. I'm just very Lovecraftian myself, here to impart chaos and confusion. I think we're gonna do something cool with some BDMs later. Do he have nostrils? I think so. But before he looked more fishy, now he looks more dragony. That's what nostrils do, I guess, to you. I like it more without any definition. Lovecraft and cosmic horror overall is epic. Jamais fique bom que você gosta. I don't know about the nostrils anymore. No, no nostrils for now. I'm on a hell of a time crunch here. Yeah. We should give it gills, you're right. I'm gonna use the curved trifle brush, which is something I taught during um stream where I first blocked him out. But I think I'm gonna go for something more like this. I'm gonna split it. You know, it could be fun. A poll character voted by chat for features like how many fingers and nostrils and things like that. I have done that before, and you're right, it was fun. Face reminds me most of a more eel with some added parts. Carl is more and more gorgeous. Carl is getting a makeover. He's evolving. We love a good glow up. What kind of reference did you use to come up with this? So, squids and octopi, the kraken from Clash of the Titans, and the kraken from the game Evolve. And he also has like lionfish wings. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Like, do I keep that? I don't know. It's too much, right? Is it too much? It's too much for me. I think I'm just gonna make the rest like loose skin kind of thing, like so more forgiving, I guess. And crunch maybe. It is too much. Too much. It's like off. But I still want something there. You work with reference images on another screen, or do you have those in your mind? I worked with them on another screen, yes. Somebody had suggested I did like tentacle forearms, like tentacles crossing each other and stuff. Which is a great idea, it's just harder to execute than straight up arms, you know? I'm just gonna cut it up and see if I would like the aesthetic at the end of the day at all, you know? Back tentacles, bony appendages, long dorsal fin. A lot of options in this world. Trying this side. Hmm. I wonder if I could make like a brush that's kind of like a tentacle. Like this. It's not the right mask pen at all. And I'll like clean it up, invert, go to maybe the formation and inflate balloon a little bit. Maybe I would like sort of tentacly mess on it. X, extractor, G. Need to remember how to set it so that tablet pressure also messes with size. I don't know if I believe in this idea. Like that. Hey, Rex, how you doing today? We are just trying to figure out what we're doing with this design in real time. Even more importantly, what color should he be? I was thinking like a pink face for some reason. And then like gray, blue-gray body. Or maybe green-gray. I see if these has a bunch of cool colors for their megalodons. Yeah, they do. I really like that game. I had a strong Sea of Thieves phase that lasted like a couple years, maybe 1 or 2 years. Ooh, big thunder outside. Again, this is just kind of a sketch project, so I feel like I had to pick either the gray or the green, or maybe neither. Thank you. I'm glad you like the sketchy thing. Just trying some color combos as they come to mind. I definitely know I like a cool to warm gradients. Can I sometimes overdo it? Often. But I definitely want this blue to pop more. Pop. Like I just really want that blue be somewhere meaningful. I think the tentacles need to end in similar colors to the face. By the way, to copy a color in ZBrush, you just hover over it and press C. I actually used ZBrush for years before I knew that one. Okay, fucking. Does ZBrush animate? Not really, as far as I know. Hey Leonard, how you doing? Oi Jonathan, que bom que você está feliz pela live de hoje. Or in inglés. Gonna try some polypaint adjustments. If there's anything I like. Looks good too. Damn it. There's always something, right? Maybe I'll put it up for a Instagram poll. If I do it like solo this out. Weirdly, like this is the best part, the best looking part of the whole model, which probably says a lot. We got blue, got pink. What else we got? We got just colors. The yellow, I don't like the yellow. Pale. Purple option. Hey Larry, how are you doing? Oh my goodness, it really has been a long time. How have you been? Here, I'll take a screenshot of this. And it's going to go on Instagrams. On the gram. Which one do you guys like? I'm between the blue and the original. This looks really good on that body. Damn, there's so many options, people! Death by overthinking. Can you put the eyes black? You want black eyes? Oh, let's see my students doing good things. Black eyes don't stand out. I really like the purple head with this body. But let's see what happens if I change the body's color. And just colors, let's lean it towards the purple. Pretty good. Pretty good. Gosh darn it. But I wanted a pink face, but a blue face is just as good, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You like the red one? The original? No, I'm gonna stick with this. The face is just so striking on this one. The blue face is just so striking. But with a pink-orange snout, let's see. I don't know which part of this to consider the snout. This one looks pretty amazing. We're getting somewhere, people! Okay, let's do the tentacles. Let's see what we can do with the tentacles. How exciting they would be. Adjust colors. Like, let's try something wacky like that. Rave, Kraken. This is it. We're saving. Color palette is coming together. I'm so glad that they have I'm so glad that they have this adjust color now. I'm gonna just manually paint the big tentacle. Start with the base purple, then this blue. And the teal green. Lord, you know, the Maxon folks have no idea what's coming. They'll never have seen this one coming, that's for sure. Probably not anyway. I think we were all expecting like dark muted colors, you know? I was expecting to go for like a beige, mossy green book. That's what was on my vision board, you know? But here we are. Man plans, God laughs. I'm just gonna kind of make the gills, the slug skin, rather. Green. I love his face. Like, I love seeing a plan come together. I'm gonna take a screenshot of him. That's what I'm doing right now. FYI. Ocean creatures can be colorful. You don't have to be from The Little Mermaid. Before I forget, is there any way to cut holes in your mesh without the need of using other meshes or booleans? As you can do it in brushes, Cthulhu Lady. Yeah, you can. You can just kind of delete two sets. Like, let's say I'm cutting a hole through my face, right? I would just select this and this, delete those polygons right here. Go to, I believe there's a brush for this. It's like the bridge brush or something like that. I don't remember the brush name, but there's a bridge brush that you just kind of click, and it bridges two things, and then you get your hole. I'm gonna try muting the body out a little, like maybe with a little bit of a gray, a neutral-ish gray. No, I think he was born to shine. This is the start of your new toy line. Oh my god, YouTube's like updating all of the comments. I just want to ban somebody. Hello, let me in. By the way, just out of curiosity, is it better to sculpt an item like weapons and such, or is it better to model them? I've seen people do it both ways. I think whatever's just comfortable with you. Bought a new device, MacBook Pro 16-inch. I was trying to move my UI and preferences from my Windows PC to my Mac. So I have two devices with similar preferences, but on the Mac it doesn't fit. Any tip? Oh, so it's just a screen resolution issue. Um, I don't know. You might have to resize ZBrush and then recreate the UI, but I'm not super sure on how I would tackle that one. Thank you. It is how it is, isn't it? Go ahead and try. I'll just leave the color alone for now. Probably need to paint the teeth again. My cheap tooth paint. Have you guys seen how the render's turning out so far for the series? By the way, I'm gonna get you guys the link to sign up again tomorrow. You have to sign up for the webinar, but it's free. So just do that thing right there. The link's right there. Let me show you. I think it's on the Maxon Trainers channel. This one, oh, wrong video. Sculpt model render time, take two. This one. So this is how the environment for this is turning out, which is super neat. Ellie taught us how to place down objects, like where to find them, how to kind of customize them. It's really easy actually. Put some noise on them. It's really cool. There's Carl. He's gonna be nice and funky colored now, which will probably throw a wrench into any plans anybody might have had on how to render him beforehand. But I'm kind of going back and forth on whether or not I want like the body to be this colorful. I know I want the face and tentacles to be this colorful. Like that's already decided for me. But I'm not necessarily happy with the body. I think I just want the forepaws to be colorful, and then something else elsewhere, you know? I think that's too dark. I think I'm headed in the right direction, but I just want the face and front of the body to be able to like really be highlighted, you know? Ilgarn. This creature's name is Carl with a K. Is that Modi Dynameshed or Zero Meshed? For now, it's Dynameshed, but it will be less so in the future. Maybe it's just the blue, but like taking off the saturation. What is Dynamesh? And can I make it in Blender? No, you can't. Dynamesh is a ZBrush specific tool that basically recalculates the mesh topology as you go so that you don't have to worry about it. It's very useful. Hey, Shogun Wolf. I think it might darken the body. Let's see what that looks like. Poly paints. It actually looks good without a head too. Maybe bright like the sun. That's what we need. I don't have good combos with the way I have it set up right now. Maybe if I just take off the blue intensity a little bit. The red intensity. It's kind of muted out. And do you know any better online courses? Not yet. Sorry, Ilgar. I'm learning Cinema 4D right now, but I'm just doing it on my own with YouTube and stuff. Maybe the blob brush. By the way, guys, in 40 minutes exactly, I'm going to stop the stream and switch over to my personal channel, where me and Elise Everett, also known as Spacey 3D, will be critiquing your portfolios for free. If you want to get your portfolio critiqued, please stop by. João Vitor. Maybe how make the wings of a dragon. I have the arms and fingers of the wings, which needs to make the actual wing membrane. Well, lucky for you, I actually literally have a tutorial on that on my YouTube channel. Here, let me put the link up for my stuff here, and you can just go find my YouTube channel through my link tree right there, and there's literally a tutorial breaking that down. Amon says, is it worth it to pay someone who critiques your portfolio? And where can I reach people who make this out? I know Google, but maybe you know some nice people. So I'm going to do portfolio critique tonight if you want to stop by on my personal channel, Anna Carolina Arts. The link is in chat right now. Also, I'm a mentor and I do mentorships. I'm a little bit sold out right now, but if you want to get on my waiting list, you can to join my mentorship. I not only critique your portfolio, but also like help you chart a path to be more successful in the industry and things like that, and help you work on your projects, critique you and help you as you go along, give you lessons, private lessons. I'm gonna go ahead and go to stroke, lazy mouse, turn lazy step radius to 0.01 so that I get it slightly cleaner. Oh, lazy radius. How strange. Didn't expect it to break a little bit. Okay, now it's working. I thought I had angered lazy mouse, but we're good. Will make more of a skin-like feel, I think, than what I'm currently doing. Hopefully it'll be nice and cheap. Você é instrutora de ZBrush, tem um curso seu? Eu tô criando vários um curso e em breve vários, mas por enquanto não, só mentoria e workshop. Caso você queira participar do workshop, entra aqui no meu linkzinho e vai pro workshop. Dá uma olhadinha. You mess with Dahlia? No, no. How do we get on your waiting list? So there should be a waiting list in my link tree. Let me make sure. If not, then we'll add it in. I'll get you guys the waiting list right now. One sec. There it is. I think I do need UVs, yes. What language is that? It's Portuguese. I want his whole body to be a little lumpy, which is a little bit of the opposite of what I normally try to do, so it's going to be interesting. I'm going to switch from smooth to smooth directional. So I'm going to go to brush. Smooth, 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 smooth. And I'll just use the move brush to kind of straighten some stuff out here. Gonna solo it out for a bit. Gonna sometimes go over the dividing lines of the certain areas. And then come in here and just kind of redefine some of these creations that we want. Just kind of doing it almost randomly. And then just kind of redefine. And this will kind of be like the base for some of the texturing that happens. Oh, thank you, Funky. Which direction to go up here? Look at Carl. It's Carl. Carl's a little different than last time he was seen. It looks cool even without the head. It looks weirdly cool without the head, right? Like a whole other monster and a little eyeball right here. Zephyrus, thank you. You merge the body with the head. Oh my gosh, merge the head with the body later. Yes, I'll merge it in a second. Well, not in a second. I probably won't do it on camera. How would you go about retopologizing this? So normally I retopologize by hand, so that's probably what I would do. I used to use Topogun, now I use Maya, but I really want to go back to Topogun. Now that Topogun 3 is out. I know it's been out for like years, but I specifically left Topogun because they stopped supporting it. And then now it's back, but it's taken me a while to get back on that. I've just been using Maya. Then maybe a little bit of standard down the middle. Dígadelo. It looks like a whale with arms, and I love whales. I'm gonna go even more dramatic with some of this stuff. I think I might go again with like a different alpha. Trying out some stuff here. Some blobs. How do we feel about blobby Cthulhu? No. I look at the little screen, the OBS screen, and I'm like, that's how I measure if I like stuff. But I'm gonna keep a little bit of it. Try to get ocean. Hey, cubes, how you doing? I may or may not have gotten into the vibe of it there for a second, huh? Draw a little butt on him. Maybe a little bit of crossover would also be. Of my symmetry for the center part. The idea is just create a nice big mess and then like have it as kind of a base for texturing later, because it's supposed to be like a messy monster, and this helps me break the seal, so to speak, of like going wild with it. Not to mention I'm behind schedule AF, so this will help me catch up a little. The front of the knee looks not so good. Basically give me like a base, a messy base to work with. Did I miss the initial blockout from another stream? So I did the blockout on the Maxon Trainers channel. So if you Google that, you'll find it. Anna, why do I feel the brushes are too pixelated when I'm sculpting on ZBrush? Back then, when we used Core Mini, I didn't feel this way. Is it a scale issue? That's an amazing creature design, by the way. I love your work. Kisses from Brazil. I've never felt my brushes be too pixelated like that. I don't know what it could be. It could be the alpha that's a problem. It could be Has anybody had this issue before that they could help our friend here? Maybe it's the focal shift. Maybe the focal shift is too extreme. Great color scheme, especially the head part looks striking with a very cool anatomy and details. So the head part has the best colors in my opinion. I just need, I'm not totally happy with the body colors. Oh, this is the wrong drink. Past 6 p.m., so it means I shouldn't drink energy drinks. The head, like, honestly looks better on its own, too. This just might mean that I have created a discordance design if all different parts look better on their own. And then we can kind of think about what to do with that. You know? Oh no, symmetry. Oh, yeah, you guys have good points. I hadn't considered that he might be using just having a low resolution mesh. That makes actually a lot of sense. Hopefully that's the only issue and it should be pretty easy to resolve. Gosh, there goes symmetry again. Dave. Don't let your brush shoot all over the place like that. Thank you, Fluffling. Hi, Awok. How you doing? Let's try a few things. I'm gonna try some layers. Maybe go up a subdivision. Just gonna have a little fun before we wrap up the stream because there's only about 10 minutes left on the stream. By the way, I'm going to put my Twitch channel. Right after this stream is over, I'm going to start a new stream on my own portfolio or on my own Twitch channel, Anna Carolina Arts. The link is right there. And I'm doing a free portfolio review for the community. So stop by. Make sure you join my Discord so that you can submit your portfolio. I'll put the link for that. And then let's have a little fun. My friend Spacey will be there. Her real name's Elise, and she does amazing 3D modeling for all sorts of games out there. I'm gonna try this like Voronoi noise. Like that. Over the top. Not very strong. Maybe I'll apply it twice. We'll make it more. We'll bring the drum up. No, I don't like it anymore. No, I do. I do. Then maybe I can do another layer and like do the same thing but slightly different. So surface, noise. I just delete the original noise. Maybe I'll just do normal noise this time. This. Oh, I should not have done color. Color blend to 0. Right. And then I'm going to tone it way down in the layer. I'm just experimenting to see if the workflow is even realistic at all. If I'm just wasting time or not. Thank you, Fatou. Thank you. I'm glad you guys all like this piece. You're French and you're liking 3D modeling, or you're learning. Nice. Ah, não, ok, participar também do portfólio. Deixa tinha expressão mandarem e não ter vantagem. Sim, claro. Maybe I'll load up some brushes I've made. Hopefully I saved some of the most recent ones. I think I didn't, but... No, did not. I'll just get one later. Vai feedback em cima da post no chat? Não, você tem que seguir as regras do Discord. Hi, Miguel. Let me see if I saved my brushes as an alpha instead. Load these alphas up. What did I do with my freaking brushes? Oh, with losing stuff. Hi, Sparkles. We're gonna start streaming soon on my channel. Maybe a little spike on the back. Yeah, a few spikes would be a good idea. We're gonna just ignore the back pause for today. Sorting out the whole situation here. To the next LOL champion. LOL. LOL. By the way, if you're enjoying the stream, make sure to follow me on my social media channels. I have Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, ArtStation. But more importantly, I also have a Discord server where thousands of 3D artists hang out. It's a great place to get to know each other, network. We got pros, we got beginners, and everybody in between. You can share tips and tricks, show off your work, get feedback on your work, all sorts of really cool stuff. So definitely join the Discord. It's all on my link tree. I also have a 3D sculpting workshop on my link tree, where I teach a class every Wednesday on how to sculpt and things like that. And yeah. Check out my gumroad. I think it's too late to just remove the back legs completely and just give it like a snail's body. I say clearly willing to risk it all. Oh, I have subdivisions and stuff. Gotta not have layers. Oh my lord. Goodbye, legs. We don't need you anymore. And then, like, instead, do like just this thick snail body. Part Cthulhu, part sea slug. I like that. Like, I don't like the way it looks, but I like the idea, you know? I think there's something that we can work with in here. Ah! Just give him a beautiful mermaid's tail. I think I'm gonna do this. What do you guys think? Guess all gonna leave me a bad review. I think it'll just be easier for me to finish and it'll have a better silhouette when I'm done. The snail stuff looks much more Lovecraftian. Yeah, we're gonna have to stick with this. I don't have the time to spend on back legs, and literally, we're just adapting, right? Ain't nobody got time for that. Oh, it's 7 p.m. Alright, everybody. It is time for me to finish my stream. However, join me on my own personal YouTube or Twitch channel, or YouTube actually. I'm going to post the links for you here. Right there. And come join me in 1 minute so that you can participate in our portfolio critiques. Free portfolio critiques for everybody. Well, as many people as I can fit into one day. So go wait there for me. I'm going to stop the stream and start the stream on the Nether channel. I'll see you guys in 1 second, okay? And don't forget to follow the Pixelogic channel. And before I forget, go sign up for the Mystifying series that I'm doing tomorrow at noon, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, with the folks over at Maxon, with this character right here. All right? Bye bye, guys.